about to move on then. Ended up having to move about a quarter of a mile further along the canal, as that mooring was only 48 hours. And I couldn't exactly run my generator there. Stone itself is a very charming and characterful little town. Many shops and two good supermarkets, an M&S food store and a Morrison's, and of course a Costa. As I say, it's now time to move on to Great Haywood. Just 9.5 miles remaining until the junction, and only 4 locks, all of them downhill. Today, more than likely, I'll do the 5.5 miles or so to the little village of Weston-Upon-Trent. And then tomorrow, just 1 lock and a little over 3 miles. Once I get to Great Haywood, I'm going to decide which direction I'm going to head. Either continuing on down the Trent Mersey to Fradley Junction, or turn right and go along the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. Both of which I've done, but never that stretch of the Trent Mersey in that direction. Decisions, decisions. Just 2 locks today, but as is the way of things on these canals, if I can't find a suitable mooring, I may end up going all the way to Great Haywood.
Country house gent, and I gone bought myself a little boat. Oh, I'm country house gent, and I gone bought myself a narrowboat. Sold everything I ever owned and swapped it all for a life afloat. That's right.
You often see these little sluices, and their purpose is simply to drain the canal if ever it requires maintenance. now moving into a more rural and, how can I put it, more expensive, more exclusive area. And the Trent and Mersey remains pretty much like this, all the way down to Rugeley. The atmosphere is one of sparsity, is that a word? And exclusivity. God blimey, I'm waxing lyrical this morning. What's wrong with me? I'm just going to pull over and let this boat by. He's much quicker, so it's often a lot simpler just to let them through, and then you can continue your pace unabated. That was a brief extended stop. The boat that I let through went down the lock, and then another boat appeared about a quarter of a mile away, so I decided to wait. They've just gone in and up, and now I'm going in and down. Well, that's one down, one remaining. And the next lock is 2.5 miles away. So that's the perfect excuse to enjoy a nice bit of countryside. This marina is massive. So large, in fact, it looks like it's got 2 entrances. Ah, see, it's an exit. It's a one-way system. Wonder if they have speed bumps as well. This is my kind of backdrop. Towns are great for supplies and things, but there's no substitute for a bit of clean, fresh air, greenery, and the sounds of nature. The local bar and grill, marvelous. What a staggeringly fabulous day. These bridges do get low, but they're not as low as they have been. Bridge 87 and about 1.75 miles to Weston-Upon-Trent. Hello, hello. I think the exclusivity level is about to move off the scale. Indeed, the Trent Mersey just continues to tick all my boxes. It's a welcome return of the right hand side, now that the tall hedges have gone. Well, that is the joy of the canals. I had planned to get as far as Weston-Upon-Trent, but then I saw this place. Still, Weston-Upon-Trent is only about a mile away. Good morning. And today is the final push, or the final chucker, to Great Haywood Junction. 5.5 miles and 3 locks. You all right? Oh, very nice. Yeah, looks lovely. A very nice looking Ruston Newbury engine in that boat by there. Even the simple addition of a pipe can add new character to an old bridge. The spot I moored up at last night, I don't think it was possible during the night for it to be any quieter. I woke up at some point and there was quite literally no sound of any description whatsoever. And I listened long and hard, but I couldn't hear a thing. Starting to get a bit of a queue now, and this lady has offered to do the whole lot for me. Can't be bad. Some of these locks are a bit on the heavy side. Well,
What's the thing?
all right. What's your name?
Greg.
Greg.
Or Wendy.
Okay.
And then comes with a frequently tongue.
Oh my word. Oh, my. He'll make good friends with the other assortment in the boatman's cabin.
Well, good luck in travels.
Thank you very much, Greg. I've said it far too many times, but it seems quite appropriate. You just never know what's going to happen on these canals. Yeah, a new tiller pin. "5 miles to Great Haywood and 2 locks remaining." Besides being the junction of where the Trent Mersey continues on down to Fradley Junction, or turns right and goes down the Staffordshire-Worcestershire Canal, I'm also looking forward to getting to Great Haywood because I'm thinking I'm going to take a break. Yeah. The old intense work schedule, you can't keep up 7-day weeks indefinitely. And yeah, I'm going to continue editing obviously when I get there because I have previous episodes which in my time here I haven't edited yet, but in YouTube time you will have already seen. Does that make sense? So I'm still going to have a few episodes to continue editing, but at least I'll have the weekends off and I'll mill about around Great Haywood, I think, and put my feet up. Alright, in canal time, it may feel like I've done a couple of 100 miles, but it's only 50 to Preston Brook, and then about another 10 along the Bridgewater to Lymm. So in fact, I've done about 60 miles. Talk about slowing down.
Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. Me and the boys are playing.
We do have a great flag. I mean, that one's upside down. Now, who said that? Well, I'm going to stick my neck out here and state that this is probably the loveliest section of canal I have ever been on. What a huge surprise the Trent Mersey has been. Wow, God almighty. That's almost like a short. When he's Russian stout, shouldn't that be Russian vodka?